Welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge. In today's episode, we have our two legs in the Asian Champions League quarterfinals. We have drawn Al Wada, which if you remember earlier in the season, we actually had Al Wada in the group stage. We beat them 4-2 on the opening day and then 2-1 on the last game of the group stage. So we've got history with them. In terms of other teams still in it, Al Ittihad is still in it. They've got Saudi team ABBA. And then on the other side, we've got three Japanese teams: Kashima, Antlers, Shonan, Hiroshima, and Ulsan from Korea. So definitely dominated by two countries. Four countries remain, but dominated by two, Saudi and Japan. Not really a big surprise. We've got our two legs. As you can see, since you last left us, we are through to the semi-final of the Cup. We play Al Wada in that, and then we drew our two league games. League is such a just not a priority for us now. As long as we finish in the top three, I guess. Otherwise, if we win the Cup, as long as we qualify for next season. But really, I want to try and win the Champions League this season. And this is the team we're going with for the first leg. As you can see, we've got Akfeld in goal. Back four is Zerhouni, Al Hassan, Diamande, and Fakihi. Alatabi and Shirky in midfield. And then in front of them, we've got Palmer, Kangin Lee down the middle, and Salem on the left. Al-Khamis up top. Trizoldi still not fully fit, so he misses out. And then Hoffa misses out because of the registration rules. So he misses out today, but the rest of the boys should be okay. I do expect us to get through this. I do expect a semi-final to await us against one of the Saudi teams. So thankfully, out of the entire tournament, we'll have only had to play one Saudi team in one of the games, in one of the knockouts. If we do get past this, that's of course definitely not a guarantee. We did beat them in 2 games in the league, so you'd like to think we do it in the knockouts as well. But they're obviously not a bad side if they've got themselves into the quarterfinals. We are, of course, in the away leg first, which is my preference. I like to get the away leg out the way first and then do the home game second, because I just think away legs always just lead to mad comebacks that wouldn't normally happen. I guess it can happen in real life. It's happened plenty of times, but I like to avoid that possibility. Well, getting the away leg out, even if you're slightly disappointed in the first one, you can more than make up for it in the home game, which is why I definitely like the home game second. But we are building the ball out from the back as we do. Alatabi finds Shirky, who's been instrumental once again to our successes this season. Those two formed a nice little partnership. We have found Kangin Lee, who plays in Al-Khamis, and I would think if that's Trizoldi up front, that's getting finished. Now, Trizoldi's been out with like a 2-month injury, which has definitely seen a little bit of a downturn in our form. Al-Khamis has been okay, but Trizoldi's just an absolute gunman. So this has been definitely not as our usual best without him. So hopefully we can get past these 2 legs. He might be fit for the second leg, but he's definitely not fit for this one as he misses out. That was a poor finish from the Al Wada striker. He had a really good chance to get himself and his team in front, but didn't manage to do it. Still 0-0. We're definitely not absolutely running them ragged, and I am getting slightly concerned. Whipped in there, but Alatabi will pick up the loose ball, plays it forward to Salem. Saudi boy, goes down the left-hand side, skips around his man, swings one in, finds Cole Palmer at the back stick. A second chance for Cole Palmer once again, and this header is saved, and this time it goes out for a corner. Lee Kang in. Is it Kang in Lee or Lee Kang? I can never remember how it's meant to be with like the Korean names, whether you do like, was it Jisung Park? Was it Park Jisung? I don't really know. I prefer Jisung Park, so I guess I prefer Kang in Lee, I guess. But I guess it's really how they would say it. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. I'm just going to call him. It says Lee, so I'm going to assume that's like the last name. Don't know how it works. By the way, I know Cole Palmer's name is said. I guess I almost couldn't say it out loud. But yeah, he's been not at his best today, as has Al-Khamis. And whilst we've had the better chances, we've definitely not made much use of them. Still 0-0 going into the second half. We need to definitely need to be a lot better, a lot better. Lots of yellow cards and a injury is the last thing we want to see. We'll move Cole Palmer on the left. We'll bring Al Shamari on the right. That's definitely not what you want to see. More injuries. This is definitely looking like it's going to come down to the second leg. The second leg is going to be a big part of this game. Diamande with the ball at his feet finds Alatabi in the middle, who finds Al-Khamis, just lays it off instead of doing anything himself. But Zerhouni tries to come in, tries to do something, but unfortunately it's saved again. And we're definitely getting a tough game from Al Wada. Lee Kangin, or Kangin Lee, I've just said it wrong again, or I've said it right, I don't know. I keep going with two different variations of it. His corner is poor and knocked straight out for a throw. We've got some tired legs, we've got some boys on yellow cards, but again, with the Champions League, we don't have a lot of options in terms of who we can bring on. We're definitely missing a striker. We need to get Tresoldi back, even if it means dropping Zerhouni. I think that's the move. Go back to what we were doing with playing that other Saudi boy at right back, even though he's a left back. I think that's the way, but obviously we can't do that while Tresoldi's injured. So once he's back, I think for the second leg, hopefully he'll be back. We can get him involved, but he obviously won't be fully fit, so it's a bit of a risk. But at the minute, we've got no firepower coming forward, and Al Wada have got themselves ahead. This is nightmare material. It is going to VAR. They're having a little check to see if he's offside. He was actually offside, so it's been disallowed. Heart and mouth moment over. Remains 0-0, but that was definitely a big warning sign. The fullbacks and the defenders, just the defence in general, not doing their best, but it was a rare chance for them, and they did take it, but thankfully just offside. Alatabi finds Shamari, plays through Al-Khamis, who needs to score, does score. Ismail Al-Khamis finishes off a Saudi assist, a Saudi goal. Lovely stuff. It's Al Ahly 1, Al Wada 0, and we do take the all-important lead in the away leg. But Al Wada sense that they need to get themselves back in this game right now, not rely on that second leg, and they are looking to come forward. We need to maybe try and catch them on the counter and get another goal. That would be ideal, and we've done just that. Alatabi, lovely interception there. Cole Palmer on the left-hand side plays Kangin Lee, who plays in Al-Khamis, and again, it's a good opportunity, and he doesn't take it. And I just think he's not... Yes, he scored, but he's just not lethal. He's not lethal. He's not up to that same level as Tresoldi. We are a much better team than these. We're not really showing it. Thankfully, we are winning, but it's on a knife edge. Diamande does just enough to get rid of it, and we can play out. Cole Palmer, who is out of contract at the end of the year, as is Hoffman, plays in Kangin Lee, who plays into Zerhouni, goes himself to Zerhouni instead of trying to find an option, unfortunately. It's another decent save from the goalkeeper from Al Wada. Kangin Lee to take the follow-up corner, swings it in to the back stick rather than the front post, but Al Shamari can only pick up the scraps, and we've got to build up once again, but obviously nothing came of it. We had plenty of chances. That's poor from Diamande or the goalkeeper. Not sure who it was. Nothing comes of it, though. Thankfully, we're able to recover just fine. Shirky in midfield finds Kangin Lee, who's got lots of space to run into. Runs into that space. Can he find an option? Doesn't go for it. Goes himself, and it's a poor effort, and it's wide of the mark. Not the best game from Zerhouni, not the best game from Cole Palmer, but we've been the better side. It's just we haven't taken many of these chances. We've taken the one, which is important, and we've clearly been creating a lot because Kangin Lee's got a good rating, but in terms of finishing, it's definitely been poor. Still 1-0 going into the last 10 minutes. They've picked up an injury to one of their main men in midfield, Samuel Ritchie, or Ricky, I don't know how it's pronounced, but we have the ball and a chance to potentially get ourselves a second, which would be really important to go in that second leg with an extra goal, and we do. Ismail Al-Khamis, I said he's not been lethal, but he has scored 2 today, so I won't be too critical of him. Brilliant stuff. I think we should have scored more still, but 2 goals, 2-0 win. I'd take that right now. We'll bring Al-Bawai on in Shirky, for Shirky in midfield, just to see out the last few minutes. 5 minutes of added time should be no problem for us. And we'll bring a left back, we'll let a left mid on, a left back on in attack and mid. Why not? For the last 2 minutes, it does finish 2-0. So we go into that second leg, 2 goals for the good and at home. So I think we've got 1 foot into the semi-final. We've got a league game to do. I'll do that off camera, and we'll come back for that second leg. We are back for the second leg, and we really had to rotate the squad, which is not good. We do come into it with a 2-0 lead, which is going to be very important. As you can see, our backup goalkeeper is going to have to play today. He's been okay when we've had to play him, but yeah, you don't really want to rely on him. Akfeld's picked up an injury in the last game. Fakihi suspended, Alatabi suspended, Salem's injured, and Hoffman, obviously we have to drop 2 foreign players, 1 being the goalkeeper. This is the team we're going with. It's the backup goalkeeper in goal, back 4 of Zerhouni, Hassan, Diamande, and Alanetzi. Palmer is a ball winner next to Shirky. It's not great. Shamari on the right, Kangin Lee in the middle, Tresoldi on the left, and Al-Khamis up top. It's not great. Hopefully, it's good enough to just draw the game or just get through it. We did draw our league game as well. We're on a long streak of drawing league games. For some reason, our league forms just absolutely fell off a cliff. I do not know why, but hopefully the aggregate 2-0 will allow us to basically keep up where we were. We didn't face too many shots in the last game, so hopefully that will pretty much lead us to a similar thing today. If we can get a goal or two as well. I mean, we've got we've got the attackers. It's just, do we have can we get enough to probably go against how many we probably will concede? You would imagine we will concede a couple, having the backup goalkeeper in charge, but hopefully we'll do just enough to get through. I do believe it'll be Al Ittihad will be playing in the semis, which is very worrying because they have absolutely battered us whenever we've played them in the league. They play ABBA, who are like 9th in the league, and they won 2-0 on the first leg. So it's pretty likely we'll be playing them, but we'll check on that if and when we do get, or if we do get through to the semi-finals. We're still looking good at the minute, 15 minutes in, not conceded any goals. So hopefully the backup goalkeeper can at least do something for us. Shirky whips it in. Diamande, that could be big and that could be important. Ousmane Diamande gets his head on it into the back of the net. It is 1-0 on the night, 3-0 on aggregate. That could be important. That could be very, very important. Kangin Lee to take a free kick. Whips one in. Falls to Cole Palmer. That could be important as well. Cole Palmer makes it 2-4 on aggregate. I think that gives us a little bit of breathing room. Obviously, our goalkeeper is actually on a 7.0. I don't know what he's doing, but he's been brilliant. The backup goalkeeper doing bits. Yeah, we'll just have to roll with it. But things are going well so far. Hopefully, we don't start shipping goals. But clearly, this attacking front is good. Trizaldi with a poor finish. He is still getting back to fitness, though. He has been out for a while. But hopefully, he'll get back to his best just at the right time, just when we need him. Cat is climbing the cat tree like a maniac. 30 minutes in, it's still 4-0 on Ag. I mean, this is looking pretty good now. I was a little bit worried with who we had to play with all the rotations and playing Cole Palmer in midfield. It did not look good. But thankfully, it's gone pretty well. The home advantage clearly taking effect. Kangin Lee gets his goal, makes it 3-0. And I'm feeling much more calm now. We've been pretty good. And clearly, whatever reason, we were not struggling in the first leg, but definitely not at our best in front of goal. With all the proper players in there now, it's going pretty well. I think we've got good players in behind now, good players. I think all the dynamics are all pretty good now as the season's progressed. So we are doing pretty good in front of goal. Don't know why we're so mid in the league. I think we're just playing a lot of games, and I think the players are just tired. Potentially because these are like considered big games in the match, in the save. Oh, backup goalkeeper does brilliantly. Can he do it again? No. That time he couldn't. I don't know if any goalkeeper is saving that, to be fair. 5-1 on aggregate. Not too worried. If they start getting a couple more, then I'll be worried. But thankfully, it's just the one so far. We've still been the better team this half. And just 45 minutes away from us getting into the Asian Champions League. I mean, if we can do this in 2 seasons, that sets us up very nicely. Our reputation as a manager has gone up as well. We've raised up from 3 stars to 3.5. So pretty good. We are now very much at a point of being able to just take the big jobs. I think next step after Asia, if obviously whenever that is that we do finally win the Asian Champions League, whether it's this season or in the future, next step is we're going to do North and South America at the same time. So we're not going to do one or the other. We're just going to load them both up and then join who we want to join. In terms of countries, I think we'll just keep it pretty simple. Mexico, USA. For North America, I don't think there's really anyone else that wins the CONMEBOL, I think it is. South America, Argentina, Brazil. Does anyone else really win it? Maybe a Chilean team. I might throw Chile in there. Does anyone else really win it? I think it's just Argentina and Brazil, and I think it's mostly just Brazil, to be honest. Some poor sloppy play from us allows them to get themselves in, but thankfully Cole Palmer, doing his defensive duties, which is mad, allows us to play out. Al Shamari plays in. Kangin Lee, who loses the ball, but still has it, finds Trizaldi. Oh, that's a wonderful finish from Trizaldi. I think he's offside. The linesman's raised his flag. Would have made it 6-1, but I think it's going to be disallowed. It's still a brilliant finish, though, and if he can get back to his best, then that will he'll definitely hit it at the right time. But he is playing out of position as well today. He's still not fully fit, so let's we'll not be too harsh on the boy. He's getting back up to where he needs to be. He still needs to get back up to full fitness. We'll make a sub. We'll bring Al Zubiadi on for Al Hassan just because he's pretty tired. Not long, super long left to go now. 25 minutes. Still 4 goals to the good. We should be okay. We should be in the semi-finals. Thankfully, we've been a little bit lucky with the draw because we've avoided any of the Saudi teams. So we will have to play a Saudi team in the semis. That is just the way it goes. And then if we do manage to get past that, which is going to be a very big if, we will probably be facing a Japanese team. But it's not all done yet. Al Wada have got themselves another goal. It's 5-2 on aggregate. Unless they start scoring lots and lots of goals, then we still should be going in through the semis. If we can get another, I mean, that would make me feel a bit more confident. Seeing them come forward, though, does not make me feel confident. But thankfully, we've cut out the chance, and Cole Palmer can cook. Plays to Al Shamari over the top, tries to find his boy, but unfortunately, it's just swept up by the goalkeeper. It's only 3 goals in 20 minutes. Crazier things have happened, and with the backup goalkeeper in, I don't feel that confident. We do play it back, though. Al Kamas plays in Shamari. Kang In Lee is brought down. No foul given. Looked like a foul to me, and the defence is stretched. And now swung in. Oh, my God. If that's on target, that's going in. I am worried now. I just want us to hold on and see this out. But this has been much more even this second half than you would have liked. I don't know how our goalkeeper's on a 7. I mean, he's faced a lot of shots on target. We just get so many injuries, right? Al Bawai is going to have to come on. He can't really play there, but he's going to have to come on. We have no one else on the bench. Shirky also injured, as well as the goalkeeper. Hopefully the semis are at least a good month or 2 away, because we've got a couple key players, including the goalkeeper. I mean, if we don't have a goalkeeper, the semi-finals are done, aren't they? Then it might as well not play them. Hopefully it's not like next week. But yeah, I mean, hopefully there's a bit of a gap between the quarters and semis. There's still about 10 league games or so to go, so I think there could be a bit of a gap, but who knows whether it leads to the end of the season or not. But we do win, we do progress through to the semi-finals, which will be, of course, next episode. Al Ittihad, unfortunately, are the team. I would have liked it to be ABBA because it would be in a little bit of an easier game, but it will be Al Ittihad. Kashima and Hiroshima, who did win it last season, Hiroshima did, are both through. So it's just Saudi and Japanese teams left in the semi-finals. Shirky's going to be out for a month as well. This is worrying. When do we play these? It's not great. It's about a month away. So hopefully the goalkeeper's back by then. Hopefully Shirky's back by then. Hopefully all these boys are back by then. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll play, obviously, the league games, the cup game off camera. And it's Al Ittihad. It's going to be tough. Have we ever beaten them? I don't know when I took charge. Well, we lost to them twice this season. But season before, we beat them. 3 games. So I don't really know what happened here where we lost 4-0. Yeah, I'm worried. Anyway, they're unbeaten in the league. Oh, it's going to be tough. Very, very tough. But the winner of this will face a Japanese team in the final. So I think we're probably better. Are we better than these? I think we're probably better than these. How are you? I mean, he looks pretty good, actually. So maybe we're not better than these. Other than that, yeah, I mean, they still look like a decent side. Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be next episode, semi-final. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but yeah, hopefully we can do it. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hexagon Challenge, and I'll see you all for more very soon.